What's going on, everybody?
What's up with y'all? Welcome to the very first episode of the
Tae&Twan podcast. I'm your co-host Tay.
and I'm your other co-host Twan, and we about to get cracking. We finna just be talking about all the sports. Not all the sports. I lied. Basketball mainly is gonna be the main topic, and we're just gonna talk about some football, some fighting, just casual stuff. It's gonna be a lot of facts, not too many facts, a lot of opinions, just casual. Two best friends talking sports.
Yeah, bro, we're here to give y'all our opinions. Let you know what's going on in the league through our eyes, bro. When it comes to the NBA, a little bit of NFL, not a whole bunch of MLB, but we're gonna throw some other sports in there to make sure we let everybody know what they want to hear.
Very much so. This will be on all platforms: Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, and our website, or not our website, the website we are a part of, the Scoop Center.
Scoop Center, shout out Scoop Center.
TheScoopCenter.com. That is the Scoops with S at the end, center.com. Where you can check out our podcast, my blog, and some of our other creators' content. Let's get into it though. Nothing too crazy, y'all. So let's just get to know us. Born in Oregon, live in LA. Blazer fan. LeBron's the GOAT. I don't want to hear it. All things Oregon when it comes to college, and if any other school in the Pac-12 has a chance, I don't care. This is coming on a Saturday after UCLA just lost, so a lot of joy in saying that. Niners fan, Dodgers fan, not too into baseball though. I'm not gonna cap and say I'm a huge fan, and that's that.
Show me your boy Tay. You feel me? Born in Los Angeles, so of course I'm a Los Angeles fan. Not a Laker fan, no. Nah. Clipper fan, diehard Clipper fan.
Sad story.
Nah, it's not a sad story, man. It's
sad.
just an unwritten story. We not done writing the book yet. We on chapter 12 of about 100, but we not done. Yeah, man, I've been a big Clipper fan all my life. Shout out my pops. That's who taught me the game of basketball, so that's where I am. NFL, big Saints fan, man. Shout out my boy Drew Brees. Hurt to see him leave, but that's where I am. When it comes to baseball, not too big of a baseball fan, but I just keep up with a little bit of the Dodgers here and there. When it comes to college, I'm a big UCLA fan, so that kind of just hurt to see them lose tonight. But hey, man, it's cool. Things happen. It was a great game played.
Shout out Jalen Suggs.
Shout out Jalen Suggs, man. That boy a beast, for real. So we finna get into, at least first, letting y'all know a little bit more about us when it comes to our favorite players team. So of course, like he said, he a Portland Blazers fan. I'm a Clipper fan. Couple favorite dudes in the league of mine, at least in the NBA. Definitely got to go with Zach LaVine. I mean, UCLA product. A lot of people coming from UCLA I mess with heavy. Lonzo Ball, another big fan of him, you feel me? A lot of people talking down on his name, but as of this year, you feel me, we starting all that over, so it's crazy. What about you, my guy?
Well, I just dropped a blog on it. At Controversial Truth. If y'all want to go check it out, same website. But outside of LeBron, the GOAT, Damian Lillard, favorite player, easily. Y'all know what time it is. You feel me? Best point guard in the league. No disrespect to Steph. I think you can look at the numbers this year and they'll tell you Dame's better. So that's that. Dame time. Logo Lillard. All the things above. Most disrespected player in the league after Devin Booker. Let's see. I also show a lot of respect to Gary Trent. We miss you, man. It's all right, though. All right. He'll be a Blazer again. When we get this dub, it's okay.
Yeah, man. We'll see. Man.
But speaking of Dame, I know you're a LaMelo fan too. Sorry, y'all. Or not a LaMelo, Lonzo.
I already said that.
Yeah, sad story about him being
my boy out there hooping this year. I know what you're talking about.
Sad story. Cool. But speaking of Dame, best point guard league. Let's talk about the current MVP race.
So, man, there's a lot of people who's considered to be in the top 5 when you consider MVPs this season. I mean, you got to throw people out there like Dame. He's been having a phenomenal season thus far. You could throw LeBron out there. Before the injury, you feel me? He had the Lakers still in the top 3 position when they didn't even have AD. You could throw names out there like Joel Embiid before he was injured. They were number 2 seed in the East, playing really well. A lot of people might give criticism to this name, but you can throw James Harden up there. I mean, yeah, their team is a little stacked.
But he's hooping.
I mean, that boy still dropping triple doubles like it's nothing.
It's and the most disrespect. Not disrespected. Let me see how I want to say this. He forgot one name, which is low-key funny because outside of Dame, this person's probably leading, and that's Jokic.
Oh, facts.
That
Yeah.
man,
Jokic. I forgot to say that name.
Is the last person picked, but the best player, and it's funny to me because I find I want him and Jamal Murray to have like that bad boys Michael Jordan moment where they get tired of getting beat up and just come back one season and just. I want that more than anything.
Hey, and it's crazy though, bro, because it feel like past like 2 seasons, you think you've seen the best of Jokic. You come back this season and he start playing defense.
You see that play the other day when Murray hit him with behind the back. He caught us in like mid post. That came with the double and Aaron Gordon slip. It's beautiful basketball.
Easily the best passing big in the game. Easily. And it's crazy, bro, because he can dominate the game and have less than 10 points. It's not too many people in the league who can do that. Normally, when you dominate the game, bro, you got to be scoring at least 20 to 30 points and then getting your extras here and there. But, bro, Jokic can come out and really only score about 4 to 6 points, but have like 15 assists, have like 14 rebounds, bro, and lead his team to a dub. It's insane. But for my opinion, though, when I have to think about the number one MVP, like in the voting, I think I personally probably have to go Dame, bro.
Thank you.
I have to give my respect to Dame, bro, because a lot of people, like, he's not slept on anymore because he is regarded as like the second or best point guard in the league. But bro, what the man's able to do every year with an injured Portland team is still keep them in contention. Bro, it's hard, especially in the West. There's not too many people you can look at and say they're able to keep their team in the playoff talks every single year, and either their second, third, or fourth best player not playing.
And the funny thing is, like, since LaMarcus has left, I know the first year he was gone, we weren't projected to make the playoffs. We were the third seed, and there's been countless times we haven't been projected to make the playoffs since LaMarcus has been gone. No matter who we had on the team. And even after going to Western Conference Finals, we're probably projected to be a 7th, 8th seed. And it's like, I don't know how many times. Like, we haven't won. I get that. Like, cool. I don't know how many times we have to prove ourselves, especially when, like, no offense, teams like the Clippers don't have to prove themselves just because they have Paul George and Kawhi when they haven't done anything with it. And I get it's only been a year, but, I mean, when you do something like that, I mean, you just need some criticism. When you got teams like Dallas who get more respect of us just because you have like Luka. And I think a lot of the disrespect comes from Portland, and people don't care about Portland or treat Portland like it's just some small town when we be top 3 seeds these last couple of years when we're healthy, if not 4. And the only real bad playoff losses we've had recently that I remember that people would consider is the Pelicans sweeping us, which even then you could say we had the better team. But going into that series, we had the exact same record. So,
and then I think there's another, bro. And then I just think just to add on for Dame's resume, bro. Like I understand he hasn't gotten to the playoffs and he hasn't like he's gotten far, bro, further than my team's ever been. They ain't been to the Western Conference Finals. So again, salute to him with an injured, like with himself being injured or an injured roster. But nonetheless, bro, I mean, he's always been the underdog in whatever playoff series he's been in, or at least most of them, bro. I mean, when they played against OKC, I think OKC was the 6th seed a couple years ago, but people still had OKC coming out the series because they had Russell Westbrook and Paul George. But Dame was like, nah, we're going to cut all that. Cut all the disrespect, bro. This is my series to dominate, and I'm going to do so. So,
funny topic, though, we'll say, like, I found it funny how, like, I get Giannis didn't miss a shot in the All-Star game. I found it funny, Dame had 32. 50%, and she made 8 threes and hit the game winner. They not even thought about making them the MVP for the All-Star game. And he hit 2 half-court shots. Steph hit 1, which wasn't farther than either of his. And people were still talking about how Steph, like, that's crazy to me. It's wild. So much.
But I definitely think it's about time to where, like, when we start thinking about the best player on a team that is always in playoff contention, even with injuries. Like I said, they never slip out. Or you got to give it to them. You have to.
Nurk and CJ been out since I put this in the blog. Dame and CJ been out, or Nurkic and CJ been out since mid-January.
Yeah.
And just got back, and we're still 6th seed. Like, you can say it's 6th seed, well, to have your two and 3 option out, and you're one of the worst teams in defense in the league, and you're still 6th seed in the West.
Yeah, bro. They
I don't
always find y'all, and I give credit. I don't know if it's just the leadership of Dame, bro. I don't know what it may be, but the fact that you guys are always
CJ steps up in the playoffs.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm not gonna say you guys can't get a stop on defense, bro. But it's
We
like,
can't.
Yeah, okay, so it's fair to say that
we have a bunch of like you said about Montrez being like I love like part of the reason I don't like Derek Jones Jr. that much is because like it's kind of how like Hassan was. It's like there's a lot of he makes highlight plays or highlight defensive plays, but he's not like Rocco, who's really out here playing defense every possession. The fact like Derek Jones Jr. is our second best defender.
Yeah,
it's just not too reassuring. But yeah, Dame and CJ find a way. We score.
Nah, yeah, bro. I mean, I definitely think when you think of like the highest scoring backcourts in the league, bro, they're right there, number 2. The only backcourt who might be a better scoring duo than them is Steph and Clay. But I mean, with Clay being injured right now, we can't say that.
So. Or Kyrie and Harden, but that's just straight.
Oh yeah, or Kyrie and Harden. But it's hard to guard when you got 5 people on the team who used to be all-stars. So it's crazy.
Okay. Switching to the Rookie of the Year convo, just to kind of switch it up. Sorry, someone got a phone call, so that's the cut. That's the explanation for that. Sorry, I apologize. Like, it sucks he got hurt. It's LaMelo for me. Obviously, it won't be because he got hurt. I think it'll be someone like Edwards who ends up getting it because he has been hooping and has one of the nastiest posters of all time. Literally sent a man to the G League. But yeah, it was LaMelo. But
do I get to answer?
I guess
it's LaMelo, and it's not close. And I just want everybody listening to know that it's Melo and it's not close.
It's not Ben Simmons.
The reason, no,
okay,
he low key been playing against Melo. It's crazy.
Don't.
The reason why it's LaMelo, it's because the Charlotte Hornets franchise, bro, has been rejuvenated because of LaMelo Ball.
Facts.
Michael Jordan got one pick right. It was this year,
and they out here playing Lob City 2.0.
Kemba was cool. Gilchrist was trash.
Kentucky
Zeller
product.
was trash.
Zeller's still on that team, and he's making $75 million. Some would say Zeller he's got some video of Michael that we don't know about.
Zeller was trash.
$75 million. Zeller, that's a Duke boy. He's
Miles Bridges was cool.
But now he's an all-star.
No, he's not. Devontae Graham is cool. Malik Monk is cool.
Kentucky product.
Everybody start hooping when my boy Melo got there. That's all I'm saying. But real talk though, Melo's resume since he got into the league, and he's only played maybe 30-something games or so, bro. But it's already out of this world. I mean, he's the youngest to get a triple double. He's been starting he's probably played about a good 40-some or so games, but the games that he started was probably about like 22. Melo's been averaging just for starting minutes alone roughly about 20 points per game, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, bro. Like 26 and 6. That's almost in the upper echelon, like what LeBron was doing for his entire rookie season. Like, it's a legitimately really good rookie season compared to some of the greater players put a game. So I think it's easily LaMelo. But if we want to take away LaMelo because of the injury, I think the next biggest name, of course, is Anthony Edwards. You feel me? Number 1 draft pick. He put up a couple 40 balls so far this season. That's the number 1 draft pick.
Who went 2? I forgot who the other top 3 rookie was.
And that's crazy. The boy who played on the team that just lost by 50-something points, you feel me? Who's the big man on Golden State? Nah, I mean, I don't really blame that on him, though, because he did lose a lot of minutes because he had, some COVID complications, so he had to sit out. But, of course, I don't think he's even in the top 5 running. And
I think they low-key just hired him.
Yeah.
I think it's just like in their head, they're just like, we'll be back next year.
No, for sure.
They get another good pick.
In my secondary opinion, though, when it comes to Rookie of the Year, I'm going with Tyrese Halliburton of the Sacramento Kings.
He's been hooping.
Because Tyrese be hooping. And it's crazy because you would think that the Kings were a little crazy with drafting a guard when they already had De'Aaron, bro. But he's a combo guard. He can play off the ball, or you can give him the ball and he'll facilitate alongside De'Aaron Fox, and it just helps De'Aaron Fox's game better. Like I'm not gonna say Tyrese is the reason why De'Aaron is shooting better this season from the 3 point line, but Tyrese is helping generate more offense for De'Aaron because De'Aaron don't got to just sit there and dribble all game. That's all I'm saying. But Tyrese be putting up some legitimate numbers. I think he's averaging about 13, 5, and 3. 5 being assists, 3 being in rebounds. He got a funky jump shot, but bro still shooting over like 34% from the 3 point line. So he's making it count when he gets the ball in his hands. And I mean, I just think he was one of the better, like in when transitioning your game from college to NBA, bro, it's hard as a guard because it's like one of the harder positions to play in sports.
Very much so.
But he translated it real simple. It was a real smooth translation, bro. And you also got to think none of these dudes got to play in the summer league, so they all just coming fresh out of college, just hooping. So yeah, but my top two is Melo, and then it's Tyrese, and I mean I don't even think nobody else getting after that.
You know what's crazy about what you said about like the summer league? I think I'm only given like, I think that only matters for like another year or two. And the only reason I say that is because like I get you have to transition, but part of it now is like you could look back the year before, like Trae Young, Luka, none of them came into the league giving a damn about the drill league or the summer league or preseason. Because it's like now with social media, bro, like, so like we said, we're gonna talk about high school a little bit. It's like now bro, they have the class of like 2024, they have a top 25 now.
Yeah.
So it's like now it's like by the time you get to the league, I feel like in terms of playing, yes, you're playing grown men, you're playing the pros, you're playing the best of the best. Like that takes adjustment too. And I'm not saying the game's not faster, none of that.
Yeah.
But I don't think like players come into the league. I'm not saying they were before, but like they don't really come in as timid or as much like I'm gonna sit in the back burner and pay my respects. Really, because like I've been in the limelight since I was in 8th grade. Like, bro, think about like Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey gets to lead. Mikey's already got deals, and he's already making money and has sponsors and all that from like YouTube.
Oh yeah, bro. I think easily as soon as Mikey make it out of college and make it like as soon as he gets to the pro level, Adidas contract right away because he's already like
bro. Mikey, he's honestly, a big head on Mikey might be ineligible for college basketball. Like in a couple years, like if well, he's probably not going. He's probably like Mikey's going to the G League thing, probably most likely. Mikey's
doing that Jalen Green.
But I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he was ineligible. Because remember we saw him do. Oh, I don't want Gary to get in trouble. No one's.
We can say that for later. We ain't gotta talk about that right now. I think I know what you're talking about, but we can say that for later.
Okay.
Anywho, but yeah, so for my rookie of the year, I think it's LaMelo. His resume just speaks for itself, and he didn't even have to play the full season. Secondary pick would be Tyrese. Like I said, Tyrese. Sacramento Kings themselves may not be in a better season than they were last season, but I think his production on the court has helped. It's given De'Aaron Fox some help on the court, and De'Aaron's able to like grow a little bit from that. And then if I had to pick a third, bro, I don't know. I think if I had to pick a third, I think it'd be a tie between Emmanuel Quickly and just Anthony Edwards. Basically, just do Anthony Edwards is just a name, kind of sense. Like
I feel like that's crazy because is he not really hooping?
He's hooping, bro, but it's like
he's
hooping.
Nah.
He's hooping.
Is he not putting the what?
He's hooping, bro. But it's like at the same time, team ain't on nothing, bro. Like everybody else that I've named.
What is Sacramento doing? I'm not.
I got a better record than the Timberwolves, bro.
Bro, no, but see, that's what record can't mean everything. Because we was just talking about Dan being an MVP, and the two front runners are not even top 3 seeds in their conference for MVP.
Talking about for MVP?
Yeah.
Well, Dame is my front runner. Oh, never mind.
They were 6th seed, and even if you look at Jokic, 5th seed, which I mean we got the same record, 7 loss.
Yeah.
But I mean,
that's fair.
Okay, they're 12-38. How many games has Cat missed?
Oh, a bunch.
So it's like
I mean, and I definitely think because of COVID and everything,
I
bro,
might
I think it's not fair.
I might be tripping though. I might be thinking he might just have a lot more highlights.
Oh, I definitely think he has a lot of highlights, bro. I
Okay,
mean,
is that what it is? Is that what's catching me?
an athletic,
That was
two
sorry, y'all.
slasher. Yeah, he definitely has some highlights up there,
I'm
bro.
I'm
But
scrolling on our other laptop.
he's a better shooter than I thought he was too. I didn't see him shooting a lot when he was in college, bro. Like when he was at Georgia, but oh, bro, he can low key shoot the ball way better than I assumed he could. I don't know if his stats show that.
I always knew he had like a 2K rating style. I always knew he had at least like a 75.
Yeah, but I don't know if his stats, like if his like legit field goal percentage shows that. But
Oh, I thought that was his average.
no, sir, his average is up at the top.
Also, Dame or Portland whooped OKC tonight. Shout out to the Blazers. 17-4-2. That's low key close point wise. I think LaMelo was only averaging like 18.
Yeah, Melo's only averaging like 18 or 19, if
yeah.
that. I know as a starter, Melo's averaging around like 20 to 21.
Let's look at. I need to see Tyrese because you said Tyrese Max. That's when I understand Halliburton. I know he's been hooping.
No, I didn't say Terry Maxey. I said Emmanuel quickly.
Oh, there you go. Even him, has he been hooping? Like I know he's been hooping.
He was hooping, and then once they acquired Derrick Rose, like
they played him. That's crazy.
No,
New York, don't be doing Kentucky like that.
No, bro. I think if anything, it's like they acquired him to just give Emmanuel quickly like a veteran point guard to learn from. I think it's like that. But now it's like how he just had the full burner to take the ball, do what he want off the bench. Now he kind of got to share that role with Derrick Rose. Okay. So I don't know if his stats were as high as what they were a couple weeks ago because he was hooping a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Oh, just a quick little. Y'all gonna hear me say shout out to Kentucky or Kentucky product when it comes to basketball. That's just because like since like the early I want to say John Wall days. Was anyone before John? I think it's John Wall is the first person I really. I've been like a Kentucky basketball fan since John Wall. So like Tyler Hero, I was high on him before the draft. He wasn't. I just trying to tell people. Devin Booker, most disrespected player in the league, Kentucky product. Jamal Murray gets low key disrespected. I don't think people realize how nice he is. They say he's not consistent, but when it comes to big moments, I don't know if people understand. Came back from 2-3 to 1 leads.
When it come to big moments, I probably would want Jamal on my
team. I don't think people. Yeah, I don't think people realize how.
For sure, bro. For sure.
Yeah, them Kentucky products. I'll say Kentucky products a lot. That's just how I respect Kentucky players. I'm still an Oregon fan over them, obviously, but I rock with Kentucky.
All right, bro. So next topic we're gonna get into is the defensive player of the year.
Ben Simmons.
It's very interesting because defensive player of the year has normally just been going to
weak old, trash old, 7 foot, no good for nothing, gets dunked on every other play. His own announcers don't even appreciate when he dunks the ball. Rudy Gobert.
They've been going to big men for the past couple of years.
Trash.
Shout out to Giannis. Rudy Gobert. Shout out to Giannis.
Where was he at in the playoffs?
But I think for the first time in a long time that we might see a guard take the the defensive player of the year trophy. And I'm fine with that actually, bro, because Ben Simmons is a really elite defender. Like you can use the word elite when it comes to Ben Simmons, bro, because he's about 6'10", and he's able to guard like your point guard on the opposite team. And you can throw him in the paint and he can guard a few of the like more skilled big men in the league. Like he can bang down there in the paint.
I saw a video of LeBron. Sorry, it's a different player. I saw a video of LeBron. It was like a minute of LeBron playing defense. And it was like against stars. So like I get it. It was just like short clips of like plays. It wasn't necessarily whole games. People really can't move LeBron.
Oh, man's massive.
But it's funny because like you can forget because he don't try to like impose his will as much.
Yeah.
Like he be really trying to stay like cut till the last like 2 minutes of close games. But he really like it was like they showed Harden, they showed Cat couldn't move him, Embiid couldn't move him. And I was like, dang, bro.
Oh yeah, no, bro, he's built. That's why he's built, bro. But I definitely think Ben Simmons deserves a lot of credit when it comes to defensive player of the year. I mean, like I said, he can guard one of your better elite wing scorers, and he can guard your players down in the post. I mean, and he plays the passing lanes really well because he's 6'10" and he's rocking probably like a 7 foot wingspan. So you try to throw the ball, you try to throw the ball in the passing lane. He reads it, he gets that play, and he's off to the runner for an easy dunk. So I definitely think he's either tied for first or first in my book. As much as Antoine don't like to admit it, I think Giannis is still top
He
three.
is.
Yeah, as much as Antoine might not like to admit
He's
it,
not a
bro.
top 10 player though, in my opinion.
That's a whole different conversation. But for defensive player, at least, I think he's definitely still top three. Um, Personally, I think Joel had a good case for himself this year until the injury, because Joel Embiid was just playing out of his mind for a few months in this season. Like it was on both ends of the floor too, which is what we wanted to see out of Joel.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Joel was hooping. I mean, I think he was averaging at one point about 1.5, maybe 2 blocks a game. And then you just go down there, he was making sure he had his hands up, playing vertical defense, and was making you change a shot at the rim. And that's all you can ask for out of your big man. So, but the same names are always going to be there. I mean, it's always going to be a Rudy. It's always going to be a Giannis. But I think Ben Simmons is leading that case right now as we speak.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, I like Ben Simmons. I'm high on Ben Simmons. I know he can't shoot. Doesn't really bother me actually. Um, when you're 6'8" and to a sense can get to the rim whenever you want. Teams can play you like they play Giannis and sit back. Like teams do it, but like my thing has always been, he's such a better passer. Like you can't. I don't know. I'm high on Ben, and I think his defense is really well. He can guard the 1 through 5. Um, if you play 2K, you put Ben Simmons on Giannis and kind of solves the problem a little bit. It's kind of how it works in real life. Um, I don't know. I get giving it to bigs. I get like Rudy Gobert is obviously a really good interior defender. I get Giannis is a really good defender, but I value playing the 1 through 5 more than I value. I value on ball defense more than I value help defense. Like it was, you remember when people were saying KD could have won defensive of the year because he was leading the league in blocks, and I was like,
Yeah, but that was all help side.
they're all help
All
side.
help
That's
side.
I don't.
But I mean, I guess you have to have a good defensive IQ to know when to come from help side.
You do.
Like you gotta have a good.
But
defensive
should
IQ.
that person get the award, or should the person who's actually guarding Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, LeBron James?
Who's guarding the elite?
James,
wing
yeah,
players.
should the actual.
No, I feel you there.
It's like when it's like when Draymond was the best defender of all time, and Tony Allen was like, "Who have you?"
Who says the best defender of all time? Yeah.
Who are you? It's Tony Allen.
Yeah.
That's cleanup god.
Man, one of my biggest questions too for Giannis is because Giannis is always going to be there, like I said. But is Giannis's perimeter defense really all that good?
No.
Like I know Giannis can protect the paint.
No.
Like I know he can protect. Make people change their shot when they get to the basket. But on the perimeter, man, I don't know. I've seen Giannis, and everybody, people in the league are elite at scoring the ball. That's why they're there. But I don't know, man. I've seen Giannis be on a couple of
He's a lean
plays.
Shaq, man. He's a lean Shaq. He's not breaking anyone. Like he's just a dominant force. Like I give him that. He's one of the most dominant forces in the league.
Yeah,
and Shaq was the most dominant force, maybe the most dominant center of all time. People still don't call him the greatest center of all time. It's like I get how good Giannis is, and you can get caught up in his stats. At the end of the day, when you need to win a game, I feel like it's too easy to zone in.
Mm-hmm.
It's too easy to give bigs rewards or bigger players rewards. Like we've talked about this with Daniel. It's much easier to say like a small forward is better than a guard because they're gonna have like higher rebounds, especially if they're getting assists.
Mm-hmm.
But who's better, Paul George, Steph Curry? It's better Damian Lillard. I'm taking Steph and Damian every time.
You're not facts.
I don't know. It was kind of a random conversation we just had, but oh well.
All triangulates around defensive player of the year. It's very interesting. We'll be making Steph Curry. How credible are we?
Complete random. I put it in our group chat earlier with Daniel. I want to bring it up. Cause I wasn't sold on it when I first saw the picture. Like it looked kind of funky. Like I didn't like how it looked.
We'll be talking about Space Jam.
I saw the trailer. I'm kind of sold. Don't know why they didn't use just regular kids. Sound like they're too young.
Definitely should have used Bronny.
Especially like y'all could have put like Zuri in there.
Definitely should have used Bronny or Bryce.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's give Bryce some love.
Why am I finding it looking like when I have kids? I don't.
Why am I?
I get they're not actors, but like
facts, yeah. They can sit there and say the role.
Unless his kid had like a prominent acting role.
Yeah.
You see the post when it was like And it was like,
You gotta cut this out.
no, we don't. This is a podcast. It was like the super team, and it was like it showed the team, but it was instead of like the real image for Tarazi's player, it was KD because it was a snake.
Yeah,
I was laughing at
that
that.
was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny.
I really thought they did that though. I was like, hold on, what? And I was like, oh, this is me. Let me chill out.
But that trailer sold me. I want to watch that movie now.
No facts, bro.
So
you froze. What happened? Speak. Say something. Jesus.
okay, so
You speak, bro. Speak.
all right, y'all. So it's Sunday. Sadly, we won't know who won. Well, we will know who won by the time this goes up. We got Stanford versus Arizona, NCAA double NCAA Women's Championship game. Stanford versus Arizona. Paige went home, even though she won Player of the Year. She couldn't get down with the squad. They low key got hold on 2 calls. I ain't gonna hold you. Their old girl fouled out. She I forgot her first name. Williams, I think it was, fouled out, and she was a leading scorer of that game. Literally wasn't a foul. And then the second one they didn't hold. I saw the replay. It was all cool. But so Stanford versus Arizona, number one Stanford versus number one Arizona. Shout out to the Pac-12, looking strong for the women. We'll see who wins that. I'm gonna just take Stanford just because they got a sharpshooter at the 1. Forgot her name. It's not really open my cage right now. And then they got some stretch forwards. They're not really big. Bigs are kind of skinny. Arizona, their guard is quick. I don't know if Stanford's gonna be able to guard her. She's just like quicker than everybody else, and she's a dog. She can shoot. They run a nice little pick and roll game, and she just kind of splits it, comes back. It's nice. I don't know. I'll take Stanford in that one. I don't know if you have an opinion on that one. He's kind of butthurt because South Carolina and UConn both lost.
Yeah. My 2 favorite female basketball players both got exited, got kicked. I wasn't able to watch the game. I heard it was a couple calls that didn't go a couple people away. It's neither here or there. I'm gonna go ahead and take Stanford though because I trust my man's opinion here. I can't sit here and say that I watch too much of NCAA women's
I can't either.
Women's basketball.
New to the game, student of the game.
Exactly. So, but I'm gonna go with Stanford and just based upon what my man here said.
I feel that. And then on Monday, today, the day this is coming up, we got UConn and them Zags who just took out UCLA. It brings me pride to see LA teams lose sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
It doesn't bring me pride to see LA teams lose.
That's because when you're not from LA and all your friends are from LA and them just be talking LA sports and all of a sudden people are UCLA fans after I know y'all don't watch college sports. Y'all know who y'all are too. Yeah, I'm calling y'all out. I'm calling all y'all out, especially y'all USC fans. You be talking about this LA, it still counts. No, it don't. But we got Zags versus Baylor. That's why I have winning it off my bracket, or the brackets I made. That's the championship I have. Just because, like, obviously Gonzaga has clearly been there better than everybody. This overtime game was only their second close game. What was the dude saying? It's only their second game under 10 points this season.
Yeah.
The other one was West Virginia. Baylor, another good team, had a couple losses. Lost to Cade and Oklahoma State, but for the most part, was just better than everybody. I mean, they're deep. All their guards can shoot. They got about 4 guards who can shoot. They have a stretch big who can shoot and can kind of handle the ball, and their bigs who can't shoot are really good bigs who can play defense 1 through 5, 1 through 4 for the most part. And so
on both ends of the court.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a very good defensive game. The Zags play great defense. Jalen Suggs plays amazing defense, for sure. They both like to run, both can shoot. So I think it'll be a good game. The 2 clear favorites through pretty much most of the season in college basketball.
Facts.
We'll see if Baylor can show they were the real number 1, and we'll see if Zag could stay undefeated, make some history.
We're making predictions?
I got Zaga. I think my bracket, I took Zaga, and I think I had it 83 to 78 or 80 to 78, but it could be high scoring, could be low scoring the way this goes, honestly.
I mean, same here. I'm low-key gonna go Zaga just because Zaga's just that team, bro. I mean, they look real dominant especially when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. One thing that I've noticed though, bro, especially watching this UCLA Zaga game, it's so hard to keep up that fast paced scoring with Zaga, bro. Like, because a lot of people sometimes they try to slow down the ball to look for their sets, bro, to run their sets and to get like easy baskets for some of their players, because that's how you look for players in their best spots to score. Bro, Zaga just seemed like they can get the ball, and this is due to a lot of Jalen Suggs too, bro. They can just get the ball and just run on a fast break.
They also like they're like most teams have 7 8. If they really and like unless there's foul trouble, have their starters really don't come out of the game.
Yeah, bro, it's like a 6 man rotation.
And I was there on I think it was Chuck was saying at halftime. It's like UCLA was doing a good job of keeping up scoring, but it was like it wasn't that they were running. They weren't running with Zona or with Zaga. They weren't going. It wasn't get the ball out. Like they were just, like you said, they were slowing their sets down, looking for their mismatches. A lot of like late shot clock of shots.
Yeah.
Whereas Zaga was just like anytime UCLA scored, it was like Zaga was like outlet, go, push, get to the basket, score, and it was back on defense.
And what's crazy, bro, is like just like they mentioned in the game today, at the half, Zaga was still up by 1, and they said it's interesting because Zaga ain't even playing their best basketball. So like I feel like UCLA was playing a real high quality level of basketball. Zaga wasn't playing at 100%, and the game was still close. That just kind of shows how offensively skilled Zaga is, bro. So I gotta go Zaga personally.
I feel that. And that's speaking of championships. We finna kind of dive into the realm of football just briefly to wrap things up.
We finna throw it deep.
I'm so
to
sorry.
the NFL conversation.
I don't know who that is. I prayed he wouldn't do that. That's Beyonce for you. It's a little ego. I don't know what that was. But speaking of that, Tom Brady, the GOAT, yada yada yada.
Shout out to Mr. Brady. 7 rings.
He's the GOAT. I don't like it, but he's the GOAT.
7 rings. Baby.
We'll see if they can run it back. A couple of things have changed. Patriots. Belichick spent the most money he's ever spent in free agency. I think he spent more money this year than he spent in the last decade.
Belichick went crazy, and the Patriots really did revamp their offensive firepower. Hey. Went crazy, boy. It went crazy.
Y'all don't understand why that's funny. But yeah, they did that. Not like it's a big move, but he's also older. Watt decided he wanted to come to my division and make my life a living hell. He's joined Arizona. They also picked up AJ Green, another veteran receiver. Was that guy never had Andy Dalton as a quarterback in Cincinnati? It kind of explains that. Niners, my boys, did what they needed to do. Moved up to that 3rd pick, figured to get a quarterback. Jimmy G was cool, but I am not sad to see you leave if we get rid of you. I'm really not in any sense of the way. I don't want us to take Mac Jones. Please don't take Mac Jones. I get it right now, like he's accurate. In a sense, he's a good plug and play, pretty much the same version of Jimmy Garoppolo. Is he that much of an upgrade? Who knows? I get it. He could be good, but I don't think you trade up to 3 to take Mac Jones, especially when most of his everyone's talking about how many yards he got. I get he set records and all. He was good. I'm pretty sure. What was this? It was something like 7. I want to say 70%, or most of his yards were after the catch. There was a lot of screens, a lot of behind the yards, a lot of him throwing short passes, and then players like Devontae Smith, Waddle, and great players being great players and just having great receivers. But he's a very accurate quarterback. He's very, very plug and play. So we can plug and play. Could be week 1 starter, whereas Trey Lance maybe not a year 1 starter. Justin Fields, I want to take Fields or Lance, or Wilson if he falls to us, which probably won't happen. Plus that, I know he's sad about Brees because he's a Saints fan. So
I think the whole league is sad that they won't be able to see Drew Brees play football ever again. Nah, seriously though, Drew Brees was real big into the reason why I got big into football. I mean, I just really like Drew Brees ever since I saw him play. I'm not gonna lie, I may have just hopped on the Saints bandwagon when they won their first ring, bro. Not gonna lie, that's probably the reason why I'm a Saints fan. But I mean, I admit it. So now after he leaves, I mean, I just want to see what the franchise is gonna do. We re-signed both.
Staying committed to football, even though he's gone.
I'm sorry.
You gonna stay committed to football, even though.
Absolutely, man. Just because one man left don't mean that I'm gonna leave.
Shit, Brown lead the Lakers. Fuck with the Lakers.
Brown lead the league. I don't know.
Brown lead the league. I might.
Brown lead the league. I don't know
raps.
what's gonna happen, man. But no, yeah, definitely, bro. I'm kind of excited to see what the team is gonna do. We're going into a new form of leadership on the field. I mean, we still got our head coach, so hopefully a couple schemes that we run we can still do, but it's not going to be easy replacing Drew Brees, bro. I mean, that's just simple to say.
It's not. I think, he obviously had a huge impact. He had a huge impact outside of football, too. He was a big part of New Orleans.
Yeah, for sure. They rebuilt after Katrina, bro.
Yeah. Anyone who wanted him canceled for his brief little blip is not a smart person.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. It's not a smart person. I think it's better to educate and try to help people change and try to cancel people.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he got called out for it. He apologized. He learned. Yeah. He did a lot. He's done tons for the community, especially after Katrina.
And I think just showing that growth that he learned after his blip a few months ago, that shows that he wasn't somebody who was just like, oh, I really don't care what the public thinks, or like I don't care about what my teammates think. Like, nah, bro, he's really there for the people, and he sees the oppression and whatnot. So it was good to see, man. It just made him that much greater in my heart, man. Made him that much greater in my heart.
But yeah, I think I don't know. Niners gonna win it all. No worries in my heart. Cowgirls are trash. Once again, if these people are watching, you know why I said that. That was actually a shot at my whole family. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Shot at every single one of y'all. Cowgirls are trash. Always will be trash. Never will be good. Shout out your dad too. Shout out to your dad. I'm sorry. Cowgirls not good. They're gonna be 0-17. Yes, 17 because we are in a 17-game schedule now. Players aren't happy about it. I can see why.
It really confuses me, bro. So is it just because of COVID?
It's because, bro, 16 weeks, teams are already pulling into, week 15, 16, injuries. That's already a thing,
facts. I mean, football's a big contact sport, but you can play the first 3 weeks and have multiple injuries.
You're already hoping or, praying, starting to plan, resting players that, no one gets hurt right before playoffs.
Facts.
And this is already just, all this is just, another chance for that star to get hurt week 17 for the playoffs.
Facts. I mean, yeah, because isn't it most of the time in football, week 15, week 16, we start, resting the stars, like you just said, that are going to be ready to have playoff appearances.
Maybe. It depends,
I've seen a few teams do it. They just let the second string and third string people get ready.
That's Philly did it, but Philly did it because they weren't making the playoffs, so they had nothing to lose. Teams like the Cowboys, that division specifically, it was that last week. It was if Washington won and the Giants. It was the Cowboys needed to beat the Giants and Washington needed to lose.
Right.
So it was for the Cowboys, Giants, and Washington, it was still a big game. For Philly, it wasn't.
Right.
So with wild card implications and seeding, no, unless you're the Chiefs and you only have 2 losses, If you have 5, 6 losses or 4 losses, then no, you're probably not chilling going into week 15, 16. But yeah, players, it's just they're not getting extra pay for that. It's not not everyone's getting extra pay for that 17th week. You're still on the same salary. So essentially, it's just another way for NFL to make more money.
They're just asking you to do more.
Yeah.
Essentially, man.
Plus, they took a week of. There's only 3 preseason games now, so it's yeah. But I think that'll do it for this first episode of Tae&Twan podcast.
First installment, boy.
We will get better. I know the audio may not be the best. We're new to this. Trying our hardest, kind of. We'll get better, promise you. Quality will get better, content will get better. We'll get some guests on here.
Hey guys, give us a month. Guarantee you we're gonna be the hottest podcast out.
On everything I love, we're gonna
blow up. Tae&Twan, boy. Tae&Twan, boy.
Tae&Twan.
You feel me?
And we signing out. See y'all next time. Y'all know where to find us.
Deuces.